Just so you know, folks, we're professionals here. Don't try this at home.
What's up? I'm not sure where Dave went. But I can tell you this. We're late. That's totally my fault. There he is. Hello, sir.
Hello. How are you? Obviously tired.
I've not been feeling well. And I told Dave this, well, briefly. My phone is on silent. I kicked back my feet right here up on the bed, sat like this, watching TV, and I fell asleep for the first time, like ever. I've just not been feeling well, and I don't know what happened, but that's what happened. That is literally
what has you under the weather.
I don't know. I haven't been. My body's not been feeling right at all.
Like a lack of sleep.
It's not sleep real. I mean, I'm not tired. I don't ever feel tired, but apparently it was today because I just had some issues. But like I said, I apologize. It's my fault. Obviously, they tried to contact me, and
I had a stream set up, Steve. I gave you the appropriate. I gave you the appropriate professor isn't here time frame.
Yeah.
Which was 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we were switching classes.
No, I had phone like sitting on my lap, feet kicked up right here, and watching TV. And like I said, I don't ever fall asleep, and I did. I mean, I can't say I can never anymore. So
it's all good. I didn't know if you were still driving and whatever.
No, it's usually something. It's usually something really bad if that's
why I wasn't. I wouldn't have guessed it was accidental nap time.
No, it was
something that would be concerning.
Concerning to me, but outside of that, nothing big. So, but hello though. How are you? How was your day?
It was lovely. If you believe that, I have some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you as well.
Oh, so that kind of day, huh?
Oh, it was fine. It's just, working things. You know how it goes.
Yes, I do, unfortunately.
Yup. Putting out fires.
Yep. Let's go ahead. It's going to take me forever to get through this, but I'm going to hello, welcome in, everybody. So, Mom and Dad, welcome in. They're here.
Hello.
Happy's Haunt, Disneyland fan, Janice, Disney Movie Mania, Nick, Jay Sanudo, Fred O'Malley, Sparkly Pink Diamonds, Diz Noah, Mandy V, Stephen K, Annette, Angela Minta, Stacy Rogers, JRH 1985, Dad Builds, Debbie Bernfeld, Movie Mania Nick, Jay Grubbs, Sebastian the Crab, Karen Cook, Movie Mania Nick, Brandy and Dave are here. Sorry, I'm doing this the old-fashioned way. Debbie
You're fine.
Thunert and Kenneth H. Andrew Bidding. We've got, Fred O'Malley, Mandy Adams, and I already said that one. Disno, Jeeping Joy, welcome in. Marin Memphis. That's a lot of E's. Steve S, welcome in.
That's
is that Call of Duty, Steve?
Yeah, that's Call of Duty, Steve. We were playing.
Nice.
Yeah, we can talk about that in a moment because it is Call of Duty Eve.
Oh, I didn't know that. Shelby J, Corner Sports, J Grubs. I did not know it was Call of Duty evening. Wendy B.
It's Call of Duty Eve.
Not that it would have mattered, apparently. Mike Katie NYC. We have
no, like New Year's Eve, Steve.
What's that?
Keep going. I'll tell you.
Oh. We have AJC Magic TV. Amy, welcome in. Wendy B. Who else? And I'm at the bottom, it looks like. So if I missed you guys, just repost it. We'll get you. I Heart Disney. Hello, welcome in. So now, how was your day?
It's fine. It was okay. It
What'd
was.
you do with the Call of Duty?
Oh no! It's Call of Duty Eve, which means Call of Duty Black Ops 6 comes out tomorrow midnight.
Jay Nashville, welcome.
Yes. So we got that. So chilling. It's kind of a short week, but not really a short week. I'm taking the majority of Friday off. I got a few things I got to take care of at work.
Nice.
So it's half and half. My mouse is dying.
That's not good. Those are
here. Look at this. I play keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
You see this here?
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a button there.
Oh, what is it? Where'd it go?
It broke.
Oh.
I'm absolutely furious with myself because I bought this thing and I love this Logitech. Like, it has been my mouse since I bought this computer. Well, since I bought the computer that was here before this computer, it has been my gaming mouse. So, no. It's it's Lightning, Stephen K. It's not wireless. It has the little Logitech Lightning thing down here. It's as fast as non-wireless. Or wired, if you will. Yeah. So, any rate, they made this, and then like right after I bought it, they got rid of it. And about 18 months ago, I looked on Amazon because I'm like, you know what? I should get another one and just put it away. And they were like $50. And now they're like $250 because there's none left anywhere. So, after doing a little research on Reddit and such, this is a thing. And I don't really need that button. But what was killing me today was my right trigger, right? So my right mouse button instead of left, which ADSs. So, it's not working super well.
So for my laptop, I just got a brand new mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I would hit the right button, it would be the left and the left would be right.
That's pretty
funny. Crossed somehow. I don't know how, but
yeah.
Dad Bill just bought a duplicate of his mouse just to have a spare. He used that weird one though. He's got that weird. I think he's got the trackball.
The trackball on it,
I believe. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris.
Amazon. This is the Logitech G604. G60 Lightspeed. Yeah. It is currently one left in stock, free delivery, $243 on Amazon. $239 for that one. What's that?
He said it was the Logitech trackball.
Yeah. Love my Logitech. I'm close to going to one of these, but like this was perfect. It had 6 buttons on the side for my thumb. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And now it's not a thing anymore, and it's freaking infuriating.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for those of you that are wondering, Shep may be joining us here in a little bit. He had
Shep is okay. He's got things.
He's fine. He had a prior engagement, let's say that. Today I learned Dave has 6 thumbs.
Whew. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I'm not a fan of the trackballs at all. I had one for a little while. Man, I don't like that thing. For those of you who don't know, the trackball is the one that has that big, huge ball on the side that controls the mouse. Basically controls the directions of the mouse. I don't like that because I can never get it to stop where I want it to stop. I always either overshoot it or undershoot it. I don't know why. I'm sitting there going like this, just easing into where I want to get to. I just like being able to take the mouse and just stop it where I want to stop it. So I don't know. Stephen Cage just bought a new mouse after like 10 years, so he's so out of touch with the new gear.
Yeah, dude. I'm really not happy that I didn't buy it because I don't want to go to an MMO mouse, but I need one with at least 5 buttons on my thumb because that's what I'm used to.
So yours isn't. You need one with 5 buttons, like 3 on the left and the middle 2. Or what are you talking about?
No, I need 5 on my thumb. I need 5. I have 6 right here, top and a bottom. See?
Yeah,
each of those.
I use 2.
Right. Well, so this one crouches. This one did prone. This one is your action. That's reload. That's lethal. That's tactical.
Oh, you're talking about Call of Duty.
That's all I care about. I don't give a shit about like. I use a regular mouse for this stuff.
Gotcha. Bill Steffen, hello, welcome. Well, that makes sense. So what do? You pull up and push down on the buttons?
No, they just push in.
So how is each one of them 2 different things?
No, there's 2 buttons. There's a top and a bottom.
Oh. There's like 2 sitting side by side there.
Yeah, see?
I do see that.
Top and a bottom.
Yep.
But like, look how long I've look. You can see where my thumb indent is.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
That's how many, like the amount of miles, and it's not even my thumb. That's my thumbnail. Like where, like pushing down. Yeah, it's
wow.
Hi, Winston.
How do you? Man, I didn't think those things were indentable.
No, well, after it's not a ton of pressure, but after 4 years of throwing my arm around.
If you get another one, will you have to reprogram it to do all the same stuff again?
If I get the same one, I won't. I'm gonna have to get something else, so I'm gonna have to change it. Like, the thing is like, I'm almost like F it and just buy the same one because any that look reasonable are like $130.
But you like it though, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So there's no reason to change.
Yep. It's so crazy how it's like, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of this mouse. They're selling the crap out of it. Got a Razer Basilisk V3. All right, let's check that. Razer. I think I just saw it. Yeah, R.I.P. Gifty. Razer. Yeah, not enough buttons. It's fun. Not enough buttons. I need more thumb buttons.
Jeez.
Yeah, Pro's 130. What does the Pro do?
I don't know.
I'm looking.
I do have something that's going to make Dave rant here in a minute. But
what's that?
I'll wait till you're done. I want you to finish on a happy note.
Oh, I'm good. What's up?
So, I know, shocker here. Disney released 2025 pricing. They've raised the cost of annual passes.
I saw that.
They've raised the cost of regular tickets. For the last 6 years, the cheapest ticket has been $109. It is now $119. So over the next year, you can expect to spend at the Magic Kingdom on a daily basis, $144 to $199. Think about that. The cheapest WDW or Magic Kingdom regular ticket is $144. That's the cheapest.
I got an Amazon Basics. I doubt it. Yeah, $144 the Magic Kingdom. Yep, that works.
$199. Epcot's going to be $129 to $194. Hollywood Studios is $139 to $194. And Animal Kingdom is $119 to $174. It's 2025 pricing. So that is where you are at. Annual passes in 2023 they ranged from $439 to $1449, and as of Wednesday they're increasing by as much as $100. So the new prices will be this: the Incredipass, which is what I have. The Incredipass is now $1549. It went up $100.
Yep, saw that.
The Sorcerer's Pass, I can't tell you what the rest of these were. I can just tell you what they are now. Sorcerer's Pass is now $1,079.
I think it went up. It was right around $1,000 if I recall. Okay. Maybe right under it.
The Pirate Pass is now $829, and the Pixie Dust Pass, the smallest one, and the last three are only for Florida residents, is $469.
Yep. No, the one you can get, the second tier down, you can get as DVC out of state.
Yeah, Sorcerer Pass. Yeah, but if you're not DVC though, you're out of state. You can only get the Incredipass, and it went from $1449 to $1549, which means it's going to go for me. It's going to go up about $8 a month. Overall, it's not a lot, but and if you renew, it's cheaper than that.
If you renew, it's like
you save like $200, I think, if you renew.
Yeah.
So, but getting it that initial pass is going to be pretty steep.
Yeah. So this brings up a very interesting question.
Okay.
And it's almost like I kind of want to just take a poll.
Okay, take a poll.
And see. All right. So we were planning on going in July. You know this.
Yep.
We pushed it to next month for the cheerleader stuff. But the tickets that we bought in July, we aren't using. Okay. So we had bought 10-day park hopper tickets.
Yes.
Roughly $780 each. All right. So we got a 3-day park hopper through the service that we're using.
Mm-hmm.
It was included in the package that we bought. Now, I've been around long enough to know that those tickets were not sold at full value, that those tickets have stipulations.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that. What do we think the actual chances are of me being able to roll that ticket
into 2025
and my ticket, my 10-day ticket, rolling them into an AP, paying the difference?
So I know you can take any. I don't know if you can do 2 tickets or not. I know you can do 1 for sure.
Right.
Add it to it and get your AP for that. I don't know if you can do 2.
Well, so you would think that you'd be able to take the value of both, right? Maybe not. You'd think that you'd be able to take the value of both and put them into one, and then pay the remainder.
Yeah.
But I have a sneaking suspicion that it has nothing to do with the fact that you can't roll 2 into 1. It has nothing to do with the fact that, whatever. I personally think that because the second ticket was bought through a group package, that they're going to say no.
I think you'll be able to take the original ticket, but not the second one.
I understand that. And even if it's not face value, like I understand, like what was the cost of that ticket?
Yeah.
If the cost of that ticket was $280 instead of the $400 that it is face value, if you were to go buy it, even if it's that, and you take $780 and whatever, and I can pay $400 out of pocket, because the issue is that there's a good possibility that there is a Deborah, what's up? There's obviously the trip in November. We're going next year for a long time.
Yep.
in the summer, and there's a good possibility that there's a spring trip. So
It's worth
would
it.
make sense
Yep.
to see if I can do it.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So I was thinking about calling. I didn't call tonight. Thought about it. I didn't.
I have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to say no on the package deal. But I don't know. Maybe it's worth asking.
Oh, yeah. No, at this point, the tickets are both loaded into my Disney experience. So there's no reason. And my thing is that the other no that I thought was there, I told you this, right? I had bought tickets.
For the original ones I know about.
For May.
Yeah.
Do you remember this story?
Is this a 10-day ticket?
No, I bought tickets for when Dawson and I went.
Oh,
in May.
Okay.
So I bought tickets when Dawson and I went in May.
Yep.
And I had just bought them to get them and whatever. Well, then they came out with the one park, 1 day, $99 a day.
Yep.
Right? 4 parks 1 day, I guess is the way to say it. And I'm like, crap, I paid $1,200 for these tickets.
Yep.
Between the two of us. So I called and I'm like, I know the answer. Is there any way that I can trade this out, basically pay for this, and then, or whatever, but basically take the difference from that and apply it to the 10-day tickets that I was buying for summer? And they said yes.
They let you.
Heartbeat. It wasn't even, oh, please. They said, yeah, 100%. They just took that, applied the $400 and some odd after tax, right? And whatever was left over, they applied to the other tickets. Bought them all.
That's impressive because I would have said no in a heartbeat. My guess.
Yeah.
My guess would have been they would have said no in a heartbeat.
Yep. That's where I'm
at. At least without trying to pull the ranting and raving and all that good stuff to try to get them.
Well, that's what I didn't want to be the guy that was like, I need like I didn't want to, be the guy that just pushed it, right? And but yeah, they never ever make you lose the value. Yeah, Jeanette, that's true. So like the tickets that I have, use the cheer tickets, as it's a deal and a half, and take the 10-day ticket and use 1 day and then convert.
I'll be right back.
Yep, go for it. Yep. No, I thought about that, Jeanette. Like I'm cool with that. My whole thing is I'm going to be there, and if they're not going to let me, they're not going to let me utilize the cheertatorship ticket, then I'm just not going to do it. I will do what you're suggesting, which is I'll just upgrade my tickets on the next trip for in the spring when I go. So I only need one. Don't need all. So Deborah, guys, I have a family member who wants to buy a lightsaber on our trip in November. Is there a shop at Hollywood that sells them, not the experience where you build your own that costs a lot? So, Deborah, what kind of lightsaber? Do you want like the old school kind of kitty plastic lightsaber? The other one, yeah, and Kenneth just said there's the one that has all of the cool metal hilts. What's the store at Springs that has it that we went into last time, Steve? The Star Wars store?
The one by the Disney Pin Traders. There's two Star Wars stores. One's down by towards Cirque du Soleil with the next to the Marvel store.
Yeah,
the giant Ewok, but it's not bad. The other one down by the pin store is the bigger store that has all the. Were you talking about hilts for?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The one that's down by yeah.
That's the bigger one. It's got all the Star Wars hilts for the lightsabers and all that.
Yeah. So I know. Yeah, there's two at Disney Springs. And then there is one. Is it Doc Ondar's?
Doc Ondar's has all the lightsabers,
the hilts as well, right?
Yep. Oh, my pin traders have moved temporarily.
Interesting.
I've not seen that yet. Where's that at?
All right. So that's cool. Converted tickets recently and saved about $80 doing it. Yeah, go for it, Jeanette. Please do. Yeah. So so we got that. We'll figure out the ticket thing. I'm gonna call and ask. My thing is that I've always had success with random stuff where they won't necessarily let you do it over the phone, but they will. They will do it at customer service.
Okay.
Like Disney Springs customer service.
Yeah, when you go down there, they have a whole ticket store, and then they have the ticket center, and then they have the other store that's got the little wooden fence all around it by
oh yeah, the one that like looks like a house and you walk in and it's gorgeous and all that. Yeah.
Or whatever it is right next to it. Yep,
I've renewed and converted and done a lot of ticket moving there.
Yep.
So yeah, so that one's worked out. Yeah. So I will, if I will try over the phone, and if it doesn't work, I will go for it at the other place.
Mm-hmm. So we didn't really talk about this when it was announced back in August, but the other part of something else that's going on now too. Jeff Condon, welcome in. The cruise. Have you ever been on Disney Cruise?
No.
Okay, this is where it's very, very, very pricey, right? Little up there. Disney is going to more than double its fleet over the next 6 years.
Okay.
So they have 5 ships in the fleet right now. They will have added 3 more by next year. So they're going to go from 5 to 8 by the end of 2025. And by the end of 2031, 7 years, I guess, technically, they will have 13 ships, going from 5 to 13 ships.
It's a lot of ships.
That is a lot of ships. Now, hopefully, with that many ships and hoping that,
if you say the price goes down, you're high.
I was going to say, let's hope the price goes down, because they're going to need to fill those spots. Price may not go down, but I think you're going to be able to have an opportunity to get some big deals. Because they would rather send you almost free than to have an empty spot, because then they're making nothing off of it.
Right.
What are your thoughts there?
I don't know. We haven't done a cruise, not necessarily cruise-tastic. Only heard good things about Disney Cruise.
Yep, same.
Some of the stuff they're saying that they're putting on the ships is incredible, right? Like, just awesome.
Yep.
It is already so expensive to go to the parks that to go for a shorter amount of time on a boat, I don't know, man. I don't. Between talking to you and Corey and whoever, Dale and I don't see how you just don't go Royal. I don't get it. If you want a Disney experience and you're there, like, again, from a vacationer's standpoint, if I'm flying to Florida, there's a damn good possibility I'm going to Disney before we go do anything else. Even if we were jumping on a Royal cruise, probably hang out in Orlando, fly into Orlando, hang out in Orlando, and then go from there. But I don't know, man. I don't know, because I don't think it's going to get any cheaper. You're right. You might be able to find last minute deals more so than you do now.
Yeah.
But,
well, and the crazy part of it is, so I've heard most everybody I've ever talked to said, once you go Disney, you'll never go back to anything else.
Right.
I love it. It's great. And I agree. If you want the Disney experience, it's the way to go. They have exquisite dining. They have everything. Characters roaming the halls. It's all Disney. Now, I've also heard people say, hey, when you go, it's going to be full of kids and they're annoying. So it just depends on what kind of what you want. But they do have an adult only section of the boat and they have a place where you can drop off your kids and let somebody else watch them for, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I still want to do it. I still want to go on one. But for me, the way I've been cruising recently, and I've taken my mom on a cruise. Corey and I just got off of a cruise. I've taken my mom on a cruise at Thanksgiving. Corey and I are going on another one in January, and we got another one later in the year. But they're free. I don't want to say free. We have to pay port taxes. We have to pay gratuities. But that's all we're paying. We're not paying for because we go and we play in the casino. We gain enough points that we get free cruises primarily. Now, they're not all free. When you go a lot, they're not. But the one that I'm taking my mom on was free. We paid port taxes. I think the total was $202 for both of us total.
Right.
Corey and I, the one we are doing is like $230 in January because we got a free cruise, so we had to pay the port taxes. So that's it. Now, Jeff, is our dream, has been on a Disney cruise, and he loves it. Absolutely, absolutely loves it. So, and he's the one that said too. It's hard to go on anything else once you've gone to Disney, he said. So,
So I really wish that there was some type of Star Wars cruise, and it wouldn't actually be a cruise, just a building. It would cost $5,000 for 3 days. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Sanudo. I wish that they would do that.
Jan's been on 18 Disney cruises. The only time the kids bothered her was the last 2 days in the Mediterranean.
Wow.
So when they retired. So
that's a lot.
Yep. Now here's some really big news.
I'm not anti. It's a cruise.
Yeah. If you want just a cruise, Disney is not necessarily the way to go because you can get it way cheaper and get a lot more amenities. If you want the Disney experience on the cruise, obviously you have to do Disney cruise. So
yeah, I mean this is always the conversation.
Anyways, they're going from 5 to 8 next year to 13 total by 2031. So
yeah, it's crazy. I remember seeing that from D23.
Yeah. Here's some really big news. A couple days.
No, not all of them are going to be here, right? Like some of them are going to be like in the
across
Pacific and across in the Med, and
they're spreading out. They're spreading out for sure. Disney did announce though 2 days ago that at the end of the year we will have a new chairman of the board.
Interesting.
In charge. So this will be the fourth board chair in just over 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Susan Parker, who is the current one, or I'm sorry, Susan Arnold was the past one. Mark Parker is the current one. He just took over a little over a year ago, something like that. So, and now he's stepping down, and the new CEO or new chairman of the board will be James Gorman. James is the Morgan Stanley CEO currently.
Yeah, that's real interesting.
So
So you're telling me a company that has focused more on caring about money is going to put someone in charge of their board who is going to make them focus even more about focusing on money?
Possibly, yes.
Great.
And they will name Bob Iger's successor in early 2026.
What's the guess? Kathleen Kennedy just burned the whole thing down?
I don't know. Gorman's been a member of the board for 9 years, so we'll see.
As a Disney stockholder, Disney stock sucks. Yeah, Sanudo. There's reasons. Just saying.
Yep. So
that's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Look, dude, maybe he'll be more fiscally responsible with some things and not pay $1 billion for a franchise and then just run it into the ground and then pay $2.2 billion for a different franchise and allow people to run it into the ground. Maybe we'll put people in charge that are there for the product, and then the money will come later. But so
Iger was supposed to be 2 years when he came back to fix things.
Yeah. No. This isn't Iger.
No. I know. What I'm saying is though, Iger was supposed to get 2 years to fix everything. I think he's done an incredible job of fixing a lot of stuff. We got to keep in mind he's not even been there 2 years yet.
Well, so
Thanksgiving would have been his second year.
He's fixed the relationship with Florida, which is probably the most important thing that he did.
100%. He's also given back creative to Imagineers. He's given back creative to the right people in the Disney studios and that kind of thing. He's done a lot of really good things, and he's got the $17 billion deal done with being able to put into Walt Disney World. He's done a lot of good stuff. Some things he can't undo, and some things he won't undo, but he's done a lot of really good things for the thing. Now, he got a 2-year extension on top of the original 2 years because it just wasn't enough time. And also, James Gorman, the guy that is now going to be the chair of the board, has been the chair of the succession committee. And you got to find the right person. At least they're not rushing in to finding the new successor. They extended Iger by 2 years, and they're going to try to have something in place by 2026, so that in November of 2026, when Iger's contract runs out, then we have a new CEO that has been properly vetted, that can maybe shadow Iger. We'll see how it all goes. So, but it'll be an interesting next couple of years for Disney for sure. It'll shape the future, and next year in January, we'll see with the new chairman of the board how that goes. There are worse choices that could have been chairman of the board. So I'm not necessarily upset with the choice, but we will see how they focus.
I'm not.
They need to bring the magic back as opposed to the as much focus on the dollar.
Well, yeah, they do. Good
night, Justin.
Good night, Justin. They definitely do. The interesting part is, I mean, all signs point to tomorrow, right?
All signs should have pointed to tomorrow last time. So we don't know. Actually, he is not the front runner, or wasn't the front runner. The lady that was the CFO was the front runner for a long, long time. I don't know if she still is or not. I mean, I would assume they're no closer to anything right now because of that. But tomorrow, in all regards, would probably be the best choice, given his popularity with the fans and given his knowledge of the parks and everything else.
I mean, he's I mean, take it or leave what you like about what's being put forth project wise. He's been a very good communicator, even going back to 2022. I think he got put in a bad spot under Chapek.
100%
at that D23. So this one I thought was better. I think he's been a pretty decent communicator. I think the fact that you see him in the parks a lot.
You see him going up to the cast members, the janitors, cleaning stuff, shaking their hands and thanking them for their.
And I mean, doing the right things, but again, people are around, and I get that. But you got to do that stuff.
So the people that are in the running right now, so you have co-chairs of Disney Entertainment. You have Dana Walden, Alan Bergman. Those both are in the running. ESPN's chaired Jimmy Pitaro, and then Josh D'Amaro. Of those four, one of them is successful right now in financial money to Disney. The other three are not. Yeah. So, and then they're going to continue to review other candidates, internal and external as well. So,
can I get a job as head of parks?
I would love to have that job. That would be such a great gig. So, I don't know. We'll see. And keep in mind, them changing the head of the board is not necessarily the CEO is going to have the swing in the company, not the head of the board, but the head of the board just leads the board to make decisions like who to hire and who to put on the board. And the key with all that is to keep the people that want to negatively impact Disney, like the I can't remember what his name is, that wanted to come in and own my majority stake of the board and majority stockholder. They keep those kind of people out. So,
yeah, no, we'll see how it goes.
What kind of Halloween plans you got?
Trick or treat.
Are you taking Dawson and?
Yeah, we'll go in the neighborhood.
What's the costume situation?
I don't know. Gianna has something with her friend that is a boy, and
do we need to bet this boy?
No, he's vetted. He's all right.
Okay.
So they got something going, and then we got to get something for Dawson. But yeah.
What are you going as?
Myself.
Oh, that's a great costume.
Yep.
I'm thinking about busting out. I don't know how creepy this would be. Busting out the ballerina suit and just walking around town.
You should.
Just walking around randomly.
Yeah, why not?
Look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow.
Good night, Gianna.
Ballerina. Night, Gianna. Just be the Stay Puft Marshmallow ballerina walking down the.
Yeah, right. I love that.
Walking down the middle of the street. So Steve sounds like he's disappointed that he doesn't get to vet the friend that is a boy.
Yeah, right.
But if he gets past Dave, that's good. Where we know it's good. So, oops.
Yup. Yeah. No. So we're good. Halloween's coming up. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting time right now. So we're still
we got an opening date for Daredevil. 18-part series.
Yeah.
18-part season 1, I guess I should say. March 4th.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Is Whatchamanuts and Wolverine, is Deadpool on
not yet. Let me see if I can see when that's
Disney
coming.
Plus yet.
It is not. It was on
Amazon.
Like Amazon to buy, that's right. So there it is. Let's see. Streaming release speculation.
Deborah, yeah, Shep's absolutely fine. He's just indisposed. It's the easy way to put it.
Yeah. He's got life in the way right now.
Yeah,
nothing bad. That sounds terrible. He's got something going on.
He has obligations in the real world.
Yeah. So they're speculating. So Inside Out 2 was wildly successful, right? Billions of dollars, first $1 billion movie of the year. It took 104 days to come to Disney Plus.
Okay.
Assuming they had the same general timeline for Wolverine and Deadpool, because it was the second $1 billion movie to come out, that would put Deadpool coming out around November 3rd. So cool. That is possibly it. I saw this great pumpkin today. Someone could be the pumpkin and Steve could be the stem.
Wow.
Jeffrey, there, Dave, I'll send you the. Hang on a minute. Dave. And where's the pumpkin at? There it is. There's the pumpkin, Dave.
I'm waiting.
It's coming.
Jeffrey.
Oh, man.
Jeffrey. Steve.
Yes.
You're an IU guy.
Yes.
Switching tactics here. We'll get back. I have a couple actual Disney questions for the chat that I could use some input. So stick around. But you're an IU guy. You like IU football?
Yeah.
Right?
They're 7-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ranked 13th in the country. One massive, massive problem with that.
So, Indiana's head coach, Kurt Signetti. You know this, correct?
Yeah.
Indiana's head coach, Kurt Signetti, used to coach for the Indiana University of Pennsylvania, which is my alma mater, which is in Indiana, PA, where I used to live.
Yes.
2 doors down from Kurt Signetti.
Yes.
No. I lived 2 doors down from Kurt Signetti.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah. But did you hear what happened?
What?
They lost their quarterback indefinitely.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Man, they were on a tear. They were putting up over 50 points a game.
Yeah, I know.
The only time, it's the best start since 1967, which Indiana's not a football team. They're a basketball team. They're a soccer team. A lot of times they have the number 1 soccer team in the country. They got a lot of really good sports teams. Football's not been one of them. Terry Hepner came in several years back, took them to a winning record, took them to a bowl game for the first time. Unfortunately, developed a brain tumor, I believe, and passed away. We only got it for 1 year. They went back downhill from there. This is the first time we've been excited in a long time about football, and we just lost our quarterback indefinitely. They expect him to come back this year, but they have a lot of big games coming up. The Big Ten is stacked with talent. They have the numbers 1, 2, and 3 teams in the country.
1, 3, and 4.
1, 3, and 4.
Georgia jumped Penn State. Yeah.
Okay. So they have numbers 1, 3, and 4 in the country. They got some big games coming up, and they're 13.
Jeff, we are.
But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I wish they had their quarterback, but they have been a great team, and the top 12 teams make the playoff this year.
Mm-hmm.
So they could be part of history, making the first playoff. But they got some work to do. We'll see.
So here's the kicker with Indiana, right? Indiana has a trap game this weekend with Washington at home. Should be okay. Then they go to Minnesota. Not been
falling into those, but yes.
Then they go to Michigan State. Okay. But then you have Michigan, who's always tough. Yep. You have Ohio State, who is 4 in the nation. Yep. So if they get through 3 games and have to go into the shoe and play Ohio State, that would be a hell of a game. Yep. And it would frankly be a hell of a way for them to go out. But
if they can win the next 3 games, Washington unranked, Michigan State unranked, Michigan unranked, they can beat those 3 teams, and Michigan is at home, so that's a plus for Indiana.
Yeah, Michigan
and then they got
is okay.
Purdue's terrible. They got Purdue at the end of the season, after Ohio State.
Yeah, Purdue's a trap game, though.
I don't think Purdue stands a chance. Not the way Indiana.
I don't think they do. Purdue just lost. Well,
they're only 1-6 in the big. They're only 1-6. They're not. They're not great.
They got crushed.
But if they can get through getting into Ohio State, that game's at Ohio State. Do we expect to win? No. Do we expect it to be a good game? Yes. No. But if they can win the next 3, have a good showing against Ohio State, and wrap up Purdue, they could finish in the top 12 for the playoff. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But they did lose.
Yeah, I think they need some help. The issue is that you have Penn State, Ohio State playing next week. Penn State's at Wisconsin this week. Ohio State has I think they have Purdue, to be honest.
Yep. IU, Oregon, and Penn State are the only 3 undefeated teams in the Big Ten.
Right.
But it'll just, and then they're 3 of the unbeatens in the country, and they're also the undefeateds in the in the Big Ten.
You need Notre Dame to lose, which could happen this week.
Let me see here.
Because they have.
Oops. Yeah, so right now, Notre Dame's ahead of them. BYU, who I don't think is very strong. Iowa State, who I don't think is very strong.
BYU is pretty solid. Iowa State's.
The difference is going to be, does BYU play anybody? And the answer is no. They only have, I think, they play Utah, who's 4-3, and they have one other game against a winning team, and they don't play anybody else. So they're probably not going to lose, so they're probably not going to fall below us. Iowa State is ranked 10th. They do have a ranked game at the end of the season, which could potentially affect them. But they also play, everybody they play has a winning record except for one for the rest of the year.
Yep.
So they're there. Then you got all your big teams that are stacked up there at the top, like Clemson. Clemson has to play at Pitt, who's ranked. They've got some really good games remaining. Then you got all these conference championship games. Because the one thing that the Big Ten will, I don't think the Big Ten. How do they do their playoff?
Big Ten.
Yeah,
top two teams now. They got rid of the East and the West.
I saw that they're all ranked together. So in the event, let's take it this way. In the event, who else does Ohio State play? Do they play anybody else?
Ohio State has Penn State this week. They have Michigan at the end of the year, which is always a big game.
If Penn State beats Ohio State,
which
that should
would love to. No, they probably won't. But
if Ohio State beats Penn State, and the IU wins every game except the Ohio State game, that puts you in a three-way tie for second place.
No, Ohio State wins. How? They beat them heads up.
Beat both teams?
Well, no, but they will have Ohio State would have beaten both teams.
Oh, that's right. Because I said they had to win this week, so they would win the heads up.
If they beat Penn State. If Penn State beats Ohio State beats Indiana. And there are three. Well, at that point, Ohio State would have two losses, so it would be Penn State. It'd be Penn State and IU, both with no. Penn State would be undefeated as long as they won.
Yeah. So the likelihood of it happening would be Ohio State beating Penn State, IU beating Ohio State. Then Penn State and IU would have one loss apiece, and who would get in based on that?
I don't know.
Because
I think I don't know what the tiebreaker is at that point.
Yeah, Oregon's going to get in. Say Oregon's going to get in.
It'd be Oregon, and then it would either be IU and Penn State, but I don't know if it goes by overall ranking or not.
So ranking wise, obviously Penn State's ranked higher, but
currently.
But
wait, did you say if IU beats Ohio State?
If IU beats Ohio State and Ohio State beat Penn State, Ohio State will have two losses. Penn State and IU would both have. Well, IU would have none. I'm sorry. If Ohio State beats, it doesn't work. You can't get that way.
No, if Indiana beats Ohio State and Ohio State beats Penn State, Indiana's undefeated.
IU gets in because they're undefeated.
Right. That's assuming all of their games go the way.
Yeah. So it all comes down to how. Yeah. So the only way it works is if they all have one loss, then it becomes interesting. If otherwise,
Penn State has to lose. If Penn State beats Ohio State, they're in. If Indiana beats Ohio State, they need Penn State to lose to Ohio State.
Or
because of the one because it wouldn't be one loss or lose to someone else. But
I was okay. Let's say this. Let's just do it the easier way. What if IU and Penn State don't lose? They win out. Oregon
if they both win out,
then all three would be undefeated.
Yes.
Then who gets in?
I don't know what the tiebreaker is. I don't know what the tiebreaker.
I'm kind of curious.
It might go strength of schedule, and I think because of the USC win, Penn State would get
in. Big Ten football tiebreaker
because they don't have a head-to-head.
So here's the tiebreaker rules for the 2024 season. A 6-step tiebreaker.
Yeah, head to head.
So the tied teams will be compared based on head-to-head matchups. So that's all. If let's say all three of them move on, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're all three undefeated, so none of them played each other, so they would all be there. Then the tied teams would be compared. Second tiebreaker is the tied teams would be compared based on record against all common conference opponents.
Oh, common conference opponents.
Again, so if they're undefeated, it doesn't matter.
I'll be undefeated. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Then number 3 is the tied teams will be compared based on a record against common opponents with the best conference record.
There you go.
Again, that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
if everybody's undefeated, it doesn't matter. If it says common, that means
but it's other people's records.
No, the tied teams will be compared based on your record against common opponents. So
that was 2. What was 3?
That is so the first one is number 2. Then the third one is based on common opponents with the best conference record, and proceeding through the conference opponents based on their order of finishing the standings. But again, if you're both undefeated, you played all the same opponents all the way down. This is more for if somebody. Well, I mean, you only compare the ones you did play.
Well, does Indiana play Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have to be Michigan as well.
Yeah.
Penn State doesn't play Michigan, but Penn State plays Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin. But again, it's only against common.
Well, Wisconsin has a better record than Michigan currently, is what I'm saying.
But it's only it's only against common opponents.
Okay.
If we're both playing the same, you only comparing the people we play together. It's the same for one state, and we're talking about all 3 too. We're not just talking about 2.
Yeah, but isn't it their records?
It's their record, so it doesn't matter if you played Michigan and we played Michigan. They have the same record no matter what. That's so it's true. Not going to affect anything. The difference is going to be
what's 4?
Number 4 is then the tied teams will be compared based on their best cumulative conference winning percentage of all conference opponents.
100%. Okay.
That one actually changes it right there. The tie, because it's not common opponents. The tied teams will be compared based on the best cumulative conference winning percentage of all conference opponents.
Got it.
So that's where they go to the strength of schedule, basically, number 4.
Interesting.
Number 5, the representative will be chosen based on the highest ranking of the ranking system.
Yeah.
And number 6, the representative will be chosen at random draw. So it's going to go all the way down to the 4th spot, the 4th tiebreaker, which would be your record against the cumulative winning percentage of all of your opponents. So let's see what that would be, just out of curiosity. As of like right now, it doesn't tell me their rankings. So Penn State would play Illinois, UCLA, USC. Oh, you guys only won in overtime in that game?
Yeah.
Wisconsin, Ohio State, Washington, Purdue. You play most of the same people we do. Minnesota, Maryland. Then IU plays, they played Maryland. Western, Nebraska, Washington, Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State. And why did we play one less conference game than you?
What team did you not put in there?
Oh, we played UCLA. There was another game between that one. Okay, UCLA. Okay. So now if we go to the standings.
Yeah, but take out all the common ones.
Okay, yeah. So UCLA. This is skipping Oregon, by the way. UCLA is out. Purdue will be out. Ohio State would be out. The
assumption would be that Oregon's in. But that's not 100% true.
It goes by the tiebreakers to go all the way down to the same exact thing we're looking at. But then it becomes really complicated because then you can't throw out the ones that we played against each other if they didn't.
No, you have to do all the math, but I'm just trying to go head to head here.
We both played
because we're losing people. They don't care.
So here's what it comes down to. You would play Illinois, USC, Wisconsin, Washington, and Minnesota. We would play. Oh no, we both play Washington. So you would play Illinois, USC, Wisconsin, Minnesota. We would play Northwestern, Nebraska, Michigan State, and Michigan. So USC's ranking is terrible. They are 3-4 overall. Not as good as I thought they were. Wisconsin would help you. They are, where are they? They're 5-2. Illinois is 6-1, so that's where you're going to be benefiting. And Minnesota is 4-3 for an overall record of 18.
Thanks, J Grubs.
10.
J Grubs is like, screw you guys. Buckeyes are just going to win out.
3-4, 5-2. Michigan State is, where's Michigan State right there? 3-4-3. As of right now, 8, 16. You would technically have a 2-game lead. Your opponents are 18-10. Mm-hmm. Ours are 16-12.
Right.
So now throwing in Oregon just to see who they've played, because if you throw a third team in the wrench, then it becomes really crazy because, well, for math wise. But let's see who they played. So they have played UCLA,
yep,
Michigan State, Ohio State, Purdue. They play Illinois, Michigan, Maryland, Wisconsin, Washington. They would be in. They play almost every person except for Wisconsin and Illinois. They would have the slight edge over Penn State, and they like by a game. And Penn State, and you guys would have a slight edge over us by 2 games right now.
Right.
So my eyes glaze over and I start daydreaming unless you were talking about the SEC. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot to go through there, though.
A lot of football left.
Both Penn State, well, you guys played better, good teams. But you guys only beat USC by 3 in overtime. And
is it a win?
No, I'm saying it's a win. You guys have had a close game, but Oregon had a close game. They only won by 1 to Ohio State. Otherwise, Ohio State would be undefeated.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. There's no win.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's a chance. What I'm saying is Wisconsin could be a good game. Illinois could be a good game. You guys already played Illinois, but Oregon lost to play them. I mean, on the fluke chance, without us missing our quarterback, that's my only concern is we're missing our quarterback. On the fluke chance we beat Ohio State, we went out. You guys could win out. There is a chance that Oregon doesn't win out. They still have to play Illinois this week, which is ranked, and they do play at Wisconsin. So there's a chance that they don't win out either. We'll see.
A lot of football left. You're doing math. There's a lot of football left.
Oh, yeah. And the last time Indiana beat Ohio State was 1988, FYI. The last time Indiana had a good team was 1967. So I wouldn't even bring up the fact that we beat you in 1988, just being honest. We've never had a team that averages 60 points a game or whatever they're average. I mean, it's a ridiculous number of points that I use averaging right now. And it's not like they're winning close games either, though. They're beating people by 50 points, which has never happened before. Just to give you an idea of this, how it's gone, Indiana has scored 341 points this year. 341. Mm-hmm. Oregon is second, 99 points behind them at 242. On the flip side of that, IU's defense has only given up 96 points. Oregon's has given up 116. So, again, we would have to win out, but we score more points than anybody else in the Big Ten. And Penn State and Ohio State have held opponents to a smaller total, but they're the only 2 teams. We're third in defense. So there's a chance is all I'm saying. Until we lost our quarterback.
There's always a chance.
Yeah, hopefully we can limp along the next 3 games, win decently, get our quarterback back in time to play Ohio State. We'll see. Now, what were your questions for the chat?
I don't even know.
You said you had Disney questions.
So you play Eastern Illinois, Who the hell is SIU? I don't even know who
Southern
this
Illinois
is. UNC Greensboro. Yeah.
Mhm.
Lots of
Oops.
oh no, that was something else. Anywho, whatever. What's there to do at Disney Springs that isn't going and eating or shopping?
You can ride the balloon.
No.
You can go bowling.
Okay.
You can go see the movie. At
It's a long way to fly to see a movie.
What
That says nothing. It's boring.
What time frame? You talking about November?
No, it's gonna be. We're there on a Tuesday. We're Splitsvilling it, and then we have the rest of the day. But we're not going to a park. So
I can't remember, but I think. Oh, by the way, Disney next year is also offering free water parks for Arrival Day.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
They also
road cars. Yes,
you might have. I don't know what time it's going to happen, but if you're in November, I think November 1st should be would be the Christmas tree stroll will be there.
Well, that's a fun one, right?
I like it. I enjoy it. And plus, people don't ever know, but you got to go get your map and put the little stickers on. They give you a nice little button and then got a bunch of coupons on it too. So
yeah, I saw the Stephen K. I'm with you. Drink booze. That doesn't help with the kids.
Yeah,
they
Lego
can't
store.
do that.
You can play with the Lego at the Lego store.
Yeah, so there's a place you can make a candle.
You can make a candle?
Yeah.
I don't know. Go wash your hands at Basin.
That's true.
That's fun.
Yeah, I
enjoy that. You also have you can go play with all the dispensers in the M&M store. You got Cirque du Soleil if you want to spend the money.
Not in the middle of the afternoon on a Tuesday.
Huh?
Not in the middle of the afternoon on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Oops. I mean, there's some stuff to do. I like going into like the Erebus Brothers glass shop and look at that big castle.
Yeah.
There's some stuff to do. You could also rent a boat and go out on the lake, whatever it's called,
for $1 billion.
Actually, is it $100 if you eat there? Is that what it is, or $80 if you eat there? Something like that. So,
yeah, fun stuff.
So yeah, there's a few things to do. You could also go to the Character Warehouse, which is just down the road, about 1.5 miles from Disney Springs, something like that.
Right.
You can make candles at Basin too.
Is that where it is?
Well, he said it's a co-op store
makes candles.
They do them at Basin too.
That's cute. Love that. Yeah, I know. It's funny because it's like, what are we going to do at Springs? It's like, walk around and eat more food. It's okay. Oh, could do that. Grab
how much time are you going to be there for?
We're in a bowl, and we're going to figure it out from there.
Okay.
So maybe go to the Coke store, have a Beverly.
Yeah. I will say though, going to Character Warehouse is pretty nice if you can get over there.
Yep. Yeah, it's fun stuff,
and it's just around the corner. Plus, that's where I get my Sarku Japan. It's just awesome.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Yeah, man.
Springs is like my happy place.
I like
Springs. You don't have to pay for it if you don't want. I mean, you can buy the stuff inside, but you don't have to pay to go there. Parking garages are free. Right. It makes me feel good to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. We might do that. Might hop on a bus and go to one of the resorts. Who knows? Go hang out. Maybe run over the yacht club. Go see whatever. I don't know. We got a whole day of resort hopping later in the week, and then.
Well, you got your gingerbread houses. You got your Christmas trees that should be going up.
Yeah, all that stuff. It'll be late enough in November that it should all be there. We were there that week in 2021, so should be okay. But Oshery's there. Yeah, there's a bunch of little like dessert places we can go and do whatever. I'm just
because candlelight processional won't be in effect yet by the time you go.
No, we don't get that. That's the 29th. So there's
I'm really looking forward to that.
We're still food and wine in it, but that's gonna be Epcot Day. Yeah, Bob's Wednesday, right? Wednesday,
He
Thursday.
goes Wednesday
Thursday,
through
Friday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I will tell you, going to the Polynesian Sunday through Wednesday, Alika plays in the back there, and the ukulele player that I go see all the time.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's on the Trader Sam's Terrace. I can sit there for hours and listen to that guy play. He sings just the ukulele and Hawaiian
Yeah,
song.
he's good. Yep. Yeah, I mean, that might be the thing. We just decide to run around, go get some Disney vibes at hotels.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot to do. You could do part because you want to do your hotels too. You could do a section of them on the first day, and then a section of them later in the because you got to do. There is a from Disney Springs. Obviously, you have Old Key West and Saratoga Springs there, but there's a boat that takes you over to Port Orleans too that day, or any day. But you could get over to Port Orleans, get your beignets, go see Bob, whatever you want to do. You can see all those resorts right there. If you go down to the Magic Kingdom, obviously you have the 4 resorts there, and then then you go over and do the boardwalk area, All Stars, and that later in the week. However whatever you guys feel like doing that day. Right.
Yeah, maybe Animal Kingdom Lodge is solid for Christmas, right?
Oh man, it's nice. I love it. So last year they had gingerbread animals, but I've never seen them there before. But they did I believe a giraffe. I can't remember what the other one was, but they had a couple gingerbread animals, and they had hidden Mickeys built into them too.
It's awesome.
Yep. You should have. That should be it though. So,
it's all good.
Some housekeeping items, I guess we should say, for those of you that are involved in the gift swap. Go over to Discord, and has a questionnaire been posted there yet about what you like and what you don't like?
Yes.
Okay, so fill out the little questionnaire that's there, to give people an idea of kind of what you're looking for, what you're interested in. I guess I should say your favorite characters, your favorite things you like to do or collect, things like that. Is Corey still live? Yeah, Corey's been traveling. Corey traveled last week. Corey's traveling this week. He will not be live tomorrow, unless something changed that I'm unaware of. But 3 weeks ago, he had a nasty infection in his hand. Or 2 weeks ago. Last week he was traveling for work. This week he's traveling for work. So he should be back next week. So go to Discord, fill out the papers. You have till you had to mail them by. Oh man, I forgot. It tells you all the details, and it tells you when do you have to mail your stuff by. Justin Sanudo should have sent you a message with who you have, which he sent me. Let me see if he had the details in there.
Yeah, Mike, we're gonna head over there.
What are you doing?
He said go to Wilderness Lodge.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Yep.
Okay. So the maximum, you don't spend this much, but the maximum for the gift is $40. The gift must be mailed by November 15th. So you have 23 days to get it done. And then on December 11th, we're going to go live here on the channel and bring in the peoples to open your gifts if you want to open them on stream. If you don't want to open on stream, that's fine. You can send pictures. We'll show them on stream. If you don't want to be on the stream at all anyways, we don't have to. We'll figure it out from there. So, and then message Justin when the gift is on the way so that he can make the other person aware that something's coming. So there is your, we had, how many did you say? 40 something people?
It's a question for him.
I think he told me
I know it's the most ever.
It's the most ever. Yeah. So if you did it, go to Discord, fill out the little questionnaire, get those gifts going, mail them by November 15th. We'll open them live December 11th on stream. So, how's B-Jux doing?
It's B-Juxy.
It is B-Juxy.
Yeah. Love that. Yeah, just FYI. Wednesdays are the day to attempt to change your seat
On flight?
on Southwest. I have, over the last 3 weeks, I think saved about $70 in credit. Now, granted, it's credit to Southwest for the next flight, but like,
because you got cheaper seats.
Yeah, same flight, same everything. Just
okay. Because Southwest is doing away with their boarding process. I don't know when, but they're going to assign seating. Right now, they're not assigned seating. So what you're doing is finding cheaper tickets, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
pricing's.
Yeah, that's all going to change recently or soon because they're going to assign seating.
Yeah, which is fine by me.
I hate it. I like their seating process. It's going to cost them a lot of money. Well, I say that, but it's not. So they're going to raise prices, I'm sure. But right now they charge $20 each flight for early bird. That gets you on the seat.
It's 25.
Oh, is it 25 now?
Last time I wanted to get it on the way home, it was $100 for the 4 of us.
No. So they must have raised it to 25, but they're getting rid of it. So they're going to lose all that money because they can't do early bird then. There's no reason to do early bird if you already have your seat. So the whole point of that is I was always an A-lister. I didn't have to get early bird because I was an A-lister. You get on first after Group A boards. Southwest lets all the people with kids get on, and I mean all of them. And so it's
not all of them. It's like 7 and under.
Well, yeah, but that's
It's usually a lot of kids, but yeah.
So it puts you I like sitting in the front of the plane. I like sitting on an aisle. That goes away if you are not in Group A. So, or the exit seats. I like still sitting in the aisle though of the exit seats, and that's gonna change everything. I'm not sure when they're switching it though. Is it the first of the year?
After the first of the year. Yeah,
I assume so. So enjoy your Southwest flights now while you can.
I don't know. I'm okay with it because if you book early enough, you can get your seats that you want. Because when we flew home, like Dawson and I didn't sit together, at all. Yeah. So it wasn't great.
Were you on did you get on some of the last though? Is that what happened?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, see, I always get it.
I was on it to hit the button. So flights home for sure. It's one of those where it's, it's almost worth it to pay for early bird.
Yeah. I've never flown Southwest without having early bird.
Yeah.
So, but with Southwest though, you also get 2 free check bags and a carry-on and a personal item. So
right.
They've always been the best with that, is my opinion. And they're not one of the more expensive ones necessarily. It's just Southwest is for me was always above everybody else. But they're going to lose that early bird thing that I like so much. So we'll see how that goes.
It's all good. Cool.
Yep.
All right, man. We wrapping it. I gotta
hit back. Anything?
No, not really, man.
All right. Next week be our Halloween special.
Yeah.
I don't know how special it's going to be, but we'll see. Next week will be the Halloween special. Maybe we'll dress up. Maybe we won't. We'll see.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Maybe we'll go trick-or-treating again. Maybe we won't do anything. We don't know. We don't know what life's going to throw at us this week. So stay tuned next week, and we'll be there. Go check out the Discords for the gift swap questionnaire. Then go check out. Are you on Sunday?
No.
Oh, so
probably not. Maybe. I don't know.
Go check out B-Jux.
Yeah.
Outside of that, Be good this week. Be safe this week. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Love y'all. We'll see you.